Okay, so we got another review coming up. This one is not a knife. This was one on an entry tool. Haha. This is the American Tomahawk. Bobby Brenton and Brenda Zion fighting Tomahawk. And this is just the coolest thing ever. It's not a very good chopper, as you can see from the edge. It's just too thick, and you know, I've chopped some nails through this, and it is an entry tool, so that's what I'm going to use it as. The spike, however, is kind of useful for just stabbing through stuff and puncturing in. The steel, I believe, is 1060 or 1050. I'm pretty sure it's 1060, as I remember from, but it's either one of those steels. It's one of the lower 10XX series, but it's still good. They did a good job on this, and I've used it a lot. This part right here, the spike, you actually used to be all coated, but after use, I sanded it down. So, but this is a cool design. Did paracord wrap because it is really uncomfortable. I might have to get handle skills on this, but so far this works okay. I would have to get it regrinded to make it more of a hatchet than an entry tool, but I didn't really buy it as a hatchet or anything. I just thought it was cool and I wanted to get one. But it's a cool knife. It's a cool hatchet. Well, if I needed to ever get out of a downed car or helicopter, I'd probably go for this thing first and just wham, knock out a couple of windows, destroy some. If I needed to get out of something, get into a building, this would be the tool to do it. And I have used it a lot, as you can see. It's that in the woods, this thing is an entry tool. It is still an entry tool. It's used to dig. I use this to dig fire pits. I've actually used this as a fat wood gatherer. I found a fat wood stump that had its roots going way deep into the ground, and I was using the spike and the to dig it out, and also the edge here to dig basically. I have thrown this a few times, but it's still, well, not a few times. I've thrown this a lot, but this edge is still way too thick to stick well. The spike though is just nasty. But the spike is really fun to use. Just take a good look at it. It's a cool hatchet. And it's sterile. There's no and the paracord that it came with is 10 feet long. I didn't use it. The original owner who I got it from had the paracord wrapped all the way up here, but I took that off and I put a little bit less because it looked weird with all the full paracord and stuff. So now it works okay. It's still not as comfortable because all these sharp edges and everything. But other than that, I might have to contact somebody to get some custom handle scales, or I'll just paracord wrap it some more. Problem is that whenever I paracord wrap it and I wrap it too loose, even with a shrink wrap, the handle still tends to slide down. So it's from heavy use and stuff. Other than that, it's still just a fun tool to have. The sheet that I came with is from London Bridge Trading Co., and this is a very sweet company. I don't know much about it, but they have some really good gear for the military, and this happens to be just one of their Tomahawk sheaths. And the owner also modded it because the sheath is really made to only go with have the entry tool go in without the paracord, but since he did have the paracord, it makes entry of the of the handle in and out easier. So that works okay. Problem is that now over here it's just too thick, or there's too much space. It wiggles a lot. But other than that, it's still something to carry with it. There's a belt loop, and it is easier to take in and out. So I like it. So hope you enjoy the review.